Hi friends, welcome back to Crafts and Collage. This is Janet, and I have some splaining to do, Lucy. I disappeared for like 3 months, and I would like to explain um, why, and just let you know what happened, and that I've missed this, but I've been having a very hard time getting back into the craft videos and the Gluebook videos, well, any videos in any work I do, the writing or the crafting or anything. I've been sitting in a holding pattern for a while. It started in December, late December, mid-December. We're going to do some gluing in this book. I don't know how it's going to turn out. I haven't got anything picked out. I haven't got anything planned or set aside or anything, folks. I'm just kind of freewheeling it here, okay? So it started in mid-December where I had quite an attack. Knew I had gallbladder stones. I mean, that was something we were looking at for this year anyway. You know, removal of gallbladder, etc. And normally it's a very easy procedure from what I hear from many people who have had it done. Keyhole kind of thing, in, you're out, blah, blah, blah. But I ended up in the ER, and I had some internal bleeding, and I have what's called portal hypertension. And after 3 separate hospital stays of about a week each, it comes down to the fact that I have cirrhosis. My liver is cirrhotic. And it's at a point where I can stave it off for a good long while, hopefully. I'm eating really well and doing what I'm supposed to do, still losing some weight. I have some stuff ahead of me, though. I still have the gallbladder surgery, but now there's a problem because the inflammation has created this sort of pocket around the liver and the gallbladder. And yes, at some point I may be looking at a liver transplant, and I should be eligible based on, my health and so on. But right now I'm not worrying about it. I went through a period, and it ended just like a week and a half ago or a week ago, when I had my consult with the specialist after all the tests were done, the CAT scan, the MRI, blah, 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 blah. So many tests, just crazy amount of tests. And after I had all of those, and he called me in and so on, with my diagnosis and the things like the additional internal bleeding and the varices and things like that, lots of additional stuff, anemia, pumped full of iron, that kind of thing. And I don't mean to get all boring with you guys, but ultimately it comes down to the fact that like there's no curing it. Once your liver starts to get mean with you, betrays you, there's really only staving it off, which is what I'm doing. But up until about a week ago, from all I had read and so on about where I was in my symptoms, it was talking about, 3 months or 3 years or the soonest bleed, so it's kind of scary, and you start to rethink your life when there's something, I don't know, terminal happening, or, I'm on limited time, but we all are. That's the thing, that I rethought everything. I dumped a bunch of domains I had. What becomes important is very different than what was important. What becomes your focus can change, and it's quite amazing when you actually think that you are going to pass soon. You begin to reevaluate what's around you, what you've been hanging on to, who you've been wasting time with and spending time with, that kind of thing. It's quite an eye-opening experience. So, and no, I am not doing this video so that anybody can say sorry or feel bad for me or anything like that. That is not what this is about. This is about an experience I've had recently, and I wanted to share why I was away like 3 months. I couldn't bear to sign on anywhere. My head was all over the place. I had no idea how to face this or what to think. I think there was a bit of depression thrown in there. I know there was a lot of tearing up when I didn't even know why I was necessarily tearing up. But, that kind of thing, right? Because I know I'm on borrowed time, but I thought it was much shorter than it is. So, um, and my mom lived till she was 70, and I always hoped I would make it beyond that. So I guess we shall see. I'm fighting the good fight. I'm eating really well. I'm taking good care of myself. I'm seeing all the specialists I need to see. Yay, Canada. And I have 5 right now that I see almost on call. If there's anything going on, I have to get in touch with them because I don't know. And there's part of me that is resentful because I've never been a drinker. Like I had my teenage years or parties here and there or a glass of wine now and then, but I've never been a big drinker, and yet people in my family are. And I'm the one with cirrhosis, so it's like, what happened? Wait a minute here, put the brakes on. But anyway, so it's all about now them controlling it and keeping an eye and making sure that things don't get inflamed and enlarged and stuff. But was quite an experience, my friends. I have never been through anything like that before in my life. It was the strangest experience, like thinking, well, I won't be here next Christmas, or what am I going to do about this or that, or what's important to spend, it's just so many things go through your mind all at once. You don't really know what to focus on, and I certainly couldn't stay focused on my work or my crafts or anything, like just anything. And now that I'm sort of back at my desk, just in between some extraordinary medical crap, not all the time. I'm kind of in a hiatus for that, but, I'm getting back to some things, but it sure changes your perspective on what you actually want to spend time on. And there were a couple of things I was just wasting my time with, and I know now that they're just not important. What is important is the things that bring you joy, the things that make you smile. My daughter and I call it the poop test because we read, I might have mentioned that in one of my videos, but we read about this woman that said, forget about that holding the object and seeing if you connect with it or if it's been a year since you used it or anything. It's if it was covered in poop, would you clean it off and keep it, or would you throw it straight in the bin? Now, I don't know about you, but there's a whole lot of the stuff I have around me that would go straight to the bin. So I can be dead honest with myself about that. Oh, my camera is just not acting right tonight. I'm sorry, folks. So that's the reason. Gosh, I love that look at that kitchen. Is that not just so inviting? I could cook there. I love and I love open cabinets. I've always liked open cabinets. I just wanted to explain to y'all, because you've all been wonderful when it comes to visiting, my videos and stuff. And I'm not trying to turn this into a business. I just do this channel because I love crafts and I love sharing them, and I love I love that kind of thing. So that's the only reason I do this. I mean, I'm going to stock my Etsy shop with a few folders I've made and stuff, but overall, it's a labor of love. But I appreciate everybody that watches the videos, so I wanted to make sure that I love, see, torn edge, right? Janet's back. Um, I love that, that you folks are you're so wonderful about hanging in there. But that is the reason I have not been around. I am going to do a blog about my journey on this illness. I don't know what else to do as a writer. I'm kind of, that's, that's what I do when I'm faced with thinking about things, because you certainly think about your life differently when you know there's sort of there's a limit, or there could be a limit, because cirrhosis doesn't heal. It doesn't heal. So what I can do is keep the portal tension down. I can eat right. I can exercise. I can keep losing weight, because I'm at a 140-pound loss now. So, it's all very promising, and my internist and specialists are, oh, why won't that lay right, are all very, promising about keeping an eye and having the regular CAT scans and MRIs and scans and stuff. So, yeah, I'm doing good. I feel better than I have in a while. There's not a whole lot of discomfort. The gallstones can be discomfortable, and anybody that's had any or kidney stones knows what I mean. Because, oh my God, those can just be brutal. But otherwise, things are, they put stents in to open the blocked liver ducts and things like that. So overall, I know it's a lot of TMI. I getcha. But I just wanted to explain the fatigue that happens with liver disease is incredible, and it's like suddenly toxins are being released or not filtered through your liver, so you get all these like sneezing and dry skin and all these things that normally it filters through for you. And just FYI, folks, apparently most people have problems with the liver about 6 to 8 years before the actual symptoms show up, because it's just so subtle. It's not like suddenly you wake up yellow and, in pain. There's years, it bubbles under the surface for years. So, make sure you get checked if you're feeling any discomfort in that area, because it sure doesn't make itself known easily, like other conditions can, you see the symptoms right away. So not with this. It was all of a sudden and after years of damage, So, and coffee is the number one on the list of things that are good for you for you to eat or drink for your liver. Isn't that wonderful? Coffee, my favorite. So I will be, I'll put a link to the blog that I'm going to start, vlog or blog, I don't know which one it'll be. But this is an interesting journey. Very, very much changing your, point of view and things like that. It's kind of stunning in its own really weird way. So, I just want people to start really doing the shit that they enjoy. Like, there is no time to fart around. Life doesn't wait for anyone. And if that sounds preachy, I'm sorry, guys. I really am. I love you. But there's no time to mess around. There just isn't. Life is full of interesting things, wonderful things, and we get so bogged down with the minutiae, the stupid little stuff that I can't figure out the lighting in this room tonight. Stupid little stuff that really shouldn't take that high a place on our priority list or our to-do list. There are much more important things in life sometimes. And we just have to be okay with going along with that. I mean, we have to be. It doesn't work any other way. Otherwise, you know, I kind of got a tiny glimpse of this. Do you know how they always say, like hospice nurses and stuff are always hearing, you know, people regret this or regret that, regret time that it isn't spent with relatives and this kind of thing. I got a tiny taste of that. Like I felt that regret, like, oh my God, what did I spend my time on when I could have been, doing this or that. And so I did get a tiny taste of that, and let me tell you, if it's something you've been through, you'll know what I'm talking about, where you face your own mortality and go, how badly did I screw up? So it kind of gets a grip on you, and it just takes hold. And at least that's how I felt, I felt, with me. I'm not going to glue down this one side just because I don't want to take that choice away yet. So we're going to just tack her down here. Where's my card? Where's my card? There it is. Same old Janet. See? Some things never change. So I'm not going to make any promises, folks. I'm going to do craft videos as I can. I miss painting. I miss, all kinds of stuff. And I do have the Gluebook channel because I love doing Gluebook pages. So those may come more often. But like I said, no promises. I don't know how I feel from day to day, things like that. I don't know how I feel physically, stuff like that. So, oh, that window is beautiful. So I can't make any promises at this point, but I did want to explain to you, lovely friends, why I had suddenly disappeared and for such a long time. It was 3 separate hospital visits of about a week each. Well, yeah, almost a week each. Mid-December, end December, and then early January. So, and since then it's been nothing but rounds of tests and things like that. That's it. So, otherwise, I got a new dog. I know the timing is kind of just really unfortunate, but I got a rescue. Her name is Bailey, and she's almost a year old, and she's a mix of, she's kind of a black lab mostly, and then black rat terrier mostly, and then with a tiny little bit of pity thrown in, and I love pits. They are beautiful dogs. And she's wonderful. She makes me laugh. She's the happiest dog I've ever known. She gets up every morning totally just waiting to see what we're going to do or when she can play with her toy, or she's just the happiest darn dog I've ever known in my life. And she's full of joy. All kinds of joy. Oh, look at these little sheds. Wow. Those are sweeties. Absolute sweeties. I honestly didn't pick anything out, folks. I'm just kind of babbling and talking. Hopefully all my vids won't run on like this, and I'm really just kind of looking to glue stuff in because I haven't been doing any work at all with glue books or anything for the past 3 months. I got a couple of little tiny little tiny pieces of art, some watercolor done while I was in hospital, but see, just little stuff like that. Sometimes you just gotta create, right? And I've got that teeny tiny paint set, or the paint palette that I showed you guys. Little tiny one, and it works beautifully. Oh my god, it works so well. It's so funny. People comment on it. It's so little. They love it. Absolutely love it. So, okay. Now, I wanted to add this color somewhere because of the color, but I don't know if I can add it without. I could maybe add just the bottom two flowers. Sometimes you just gotta, choose a piece, right? And see where it lands you, right? Yeah, so that would be okay. Torn down here. How much would that give me if I tear it down this way? Of course, don't over tear, Janet. Don't go back to old bad habits. Don't do it. You know better than that. Okay, I think that may work. I love that color, and I know it doesn't particularly go with the look of the page, but for some reason this blue has been calling to me lately. My goodness. Yeah. So how's everybody doing? Have you been staying creative? Stay frosty, stay creative. Have you been doing creative stuff? I hope so, guys. There's nothing more important, I swear, than feeding the soul. I swear. I swear, I swear. Feed your soul. Even if you just have to, give yourself 5 minutes to breathe. Unclench your fists and breathe, because no one and no circumstance, or very rarely, is a circumstance or, someone else's behavior worth you being that upset. The better, the better you stay calm, the longer you'll live for sure, 'cause oh boy. Wow, what did I do? I just glued down the, yep, I did. I just glued this whole thing down. Wow, how fun, huh? When I said I was going to leave it and see what happened. Wow, Janet, that was cool. Did you forget everything while you were away? I mean, absolutely everything. That was just a bonehead move. Alright, let's see if we can do this again. And this time, lay this out. Clip this. Ah, it still looks okay. Thank goodness. Oh, and I had you guys to witness that too. Haha. Okay, let's trim off this page before we forget. I'm going to fix the lighting in here before the next video, guys. I don't know what the heck. I'm using the same combination, and it's just too bright now. It's exactly the same light as I used to use. Dang it. That makes me angry because I had it pretty set before, but I'll figure it out and make sure it's workable before the next video. I promise. I promise. Okay. Ooh, I like that. I really do. Are you guys able to even see this? Okay, so that's that window, and I really do like that. Alright, torn edge or not, we need to get rid of this. It hangs out just a little bit too far. And again, folks, if there's any of you have a site you wanna put a link to, make sure you do so in the comments. I'm happy to support that. If you have a craft channel or whatever, just happily put your link in the comments section, and we will make sure I'll get people to visit. And I appreciate all of you so much. I thought a lot, like while I was in hospital and stuff, I thought a lot about this page and things like that, and I missed doing stuff on it. I missed it terribly, but there are times where you just, I guess, this is what I want to put, on this page, because that's what I feel like I'm gonna be from now on in my life. I don't know, maybe the divergence in the listening audience would know what I mean by no more masking. Life's too short. Can't be a people pleaser all the time, kind of thing. So, yeah, there are some changes happening for me. And that's good. Better late than never. Jeez. Almost 70, and I'm making some of the bigger changes in my life. It's been kind of an adventure, I'll tell you. And I don't like regret. I don't like that feeling, so I try and avoid that. Okay, so up front, we could cover some of the trees. I think that's actually a cool place for it. I don't know. What do you folks think? Let's take more of the background off so more of the trees show. That's a good place to start. Alright. And if you have any new craft stuff, make sure you put links to that you've done too, and I'll make sure those stay up. Okay, up front. Yeah, that helps. A little bit out of here too, I think. Kind of funky blank spaces. There we go. Something different. Okay. Yeah, that works. There we go. I like that, because this is what I feel like now. Yeah. And no matter what else is happening, do something. Even if it's a 2-minute doodle on a napkin in a restaurant where your family members are irritating the crap out of you for some reason, just doodle for 5 minutes. The creativity, oh my God, it's amazing how much it brings down blood pressure and like heightened tension, and oh, you feel so much better when you just even just scribbling in dark ink, like just angrily, makes you feel better. Rediscovering, that's a good word too. Ooh, maybe I have to go with that. Rediscovering. Sorry, folks, I may have to change mid-surface here. Let's see what this looks like. Oh, and it's been spring break this week. My granddaughter's been home. My daughter's been home too, actually. Oh, she's had a nice spring break. Really nice. She and Mum did lots of stuff together, and we did a lot of painting together, and yeah, I've been enjoying her so much. She's a funny little, very, very clever little monkey. What do you think? Is it rediscovering or is it up front? Ooh, I think I like rediscovering. Up front can come another time. Here we go. There we go. All right. Now, I need something for here, so let's see if we can't find some little tidbit for there. Oh, what a mess of pictures. I had no idea these were all... I must have been cleaning up after a couple of projects, because there's just a mishmash of stuff here, like literally. Do do do. Oh, look at that swan. That's a beautiful picture. Yep. Boy, oh boy, the world has changed in the last 3 months, too. I'm not going to get political, but oh boy, make your cup it, because there's a shit show coming, that's for sure. Oh, I can't find just a really cool picture to put in there. Where is my file of small pictures? That's what I would like to know. Oh my goodness. Where did it go? And I didn't put all my Christmas stuff away yet, like all the Christmas books and magazines and crafts and stuff. I still haven't put that stuff away. See, I knew this was going to be a long video. I'm sorry, guys. I apologize ahead of time and now, because I didn't mean for it to be quite this long. Oh, the downstairs puppy is just growling. She growls like that. Some of you might remember the Munsters, and Spot, I think, was the name of the creature, whatever creature is under the stairs there in the Munsters when they opened up the stairs. Luna moths. Yeah, okay. Wow, sometimes you just can't find the right picture, you know? Sometimes. Oh, I know it's a picture, it's not like a photograph, but that's kind of pretty. I may just have to go with this one. Rediscovering. Alright, so let's see, where's my ruler? There it is. Okay, so if we take it off here and here and how tall are we? Alright, so about there. Alright. And yep. Right at the nose. Haha. I like that. New beginnings. I like this very much. Okay, right there. Goes right there. Alright. She needs to be glued down. Oh, my granddaughter just fell. I heard her. Yep. Something hit the floor. Probably her knees. They get a beating regularly on the floor when she's running and stuff. Okay. Oh, I kind of like that. Rediscover. Take the ing off. Ooh. Rediscover. Or do I like this over here? I want to take the ing off anyway. It's been an interesting process, that's for darn sure. And I'm going to enjoy writing about it, I know that. Weird as that sounds. Do you know, I never liked anything curved. There was a whole craze in the 70s and 80s where people hung pictures sideways and stuff. It was like, no, not for me. Not for me. Okay, let's do this on here. I'm sorry for keeping you wonderful folks so long. I wanted to share that, and um, hopefully I can get right back into it again. I've had such a hard time reconnecting with anything that I was doing, you know. But after some fairly good news and some calming news, I would like to get back into my life again, 'cause it was on hold for a bit. Okay, folks, thank you for listening to me babble for a while. Here's the finished, sort of rushed double spread that actually turned out pretty cool. I am not dissatisfied with it. Yes, I will fix this darn camera before the next video, or I'll be using my cell phone, so it's one or the other. Thank you for hanging in with me. Big hugs to you all, and have a great week ahead.